What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Swift video. In today's video, we're going to learn how to add links into your SwiftUI app as well as styling them. So here we've got 3 links that we've actually styled to look like buttons. We can go ahead and tap on it, and there you saw, right, we opened up the Safari app. We can go back and I can go ahead and tap on a different one. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and open up Apple. We'll talk about how to style them, the different ways you can create links, all that goodness. So if that all sounds good, make sure you start by destroying the like button down below. If you're new to the channel and into iOS, hit subscribe while you're at it. That all said, let's get into the video. All right, we're going to begin by opening up Xcode and creating a new project. We're going to stick with the app template under iOS. Let's go ahead and call our project links. Make sure your language is set to Swift and your lifecycle and interface are both set to SwiftUI. Go ahead and continue, save the project wherever you'd like. We'll toss it onto our desktop. And first things first, we are going to expand our Xcode window. I'm going to hit resume to load up our preview on the right-hand side here. We can also close this right panel since we don't need it. And let's jump right into this. So first things first, we are going to throw in a navigation view here in which we're going to add our links as our top level element. Let's pop in a vertical stack as well while we're at it. And once our preview loads, we're actually going to add in a link, and it looks like it decided to load. And creating a link is pretty simple. If you just type in a link and open the parenthesis, you'll see all of the initializer options. And we're just going to stick with the very first one here, which has a title and a destination. So the title, I'm going to go ahead and say open a link. And destination here, you can see that it takes a URL. So let's go ahead and create a URL. We'll say string. And I'm going to go ahead and say https:// go ahead and add in any link that you want. We're just going to say iosacademy.io, just like that. And if we go ahead and hit try again on the right-hand side over here to load up our preview again, hopefully this decides to catch up. Just bear with it a few moments. Previews love to be previews. What's going on is actually we need an exclamation mark after the URL initializer since that does return optional. And we have our open link here. Now we're going to go ahead and actually run this in a simulator because it's going to go ahead and open up Safari for us when we tap on that link. So I selected that 12 Pro Max simulator. There it is, taking this time, loading up. And once this has loaded, what we can go ahead and do is we can simply click on, or rather tap on this link. And what you'll see here is that it is going to open up the page in the Safari app. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this doesn't actually open up a web view in your app. I've actually got a separate video showing you guys how to do that, but this will actually open up the Safari app. So pretty cool. One common use case for this is if you ever wanted to have a form with, let's say, a privacy policy, terms and conditions, and about us, you would just toss this into a form, and you would do something like privacy policy, terms of use, et cetera, et cetera. And let's take a look here. Let me hit resume in our preview. And we would see our links in here just like that. So pretty simple, very trivial to add. The one other thing that we're going to go over here is we're going to go over customizing what the link looks like, because right now it basically looks like a link, and you might want it to look like a button. So let's go ahead and delete what we have here. Let me also add a navigation title to our vertical stack. Let's go ahead and call this, let's call it links, just like that. And we once again want to create a link with the open parenthesis for the initializer. And instead of the one with a title and a URL, we're going to stick with the one here with a destination and a label. So the destination by default is, I believe, apple.com right there. And then the label is the interesting piece where we can go ahead and provide basically a view builder of what we want the label to be like. So let's go ahead and change this. We're going to go ahead and say, let's change the URL also. Let's go ahead and change this to be, I don't know, we're going to stick with google.com. And let's go ahead and instead of this being a text in here, let's go ahead and create a label to make it look a little nicer. Labels have an icon as well as a text. And we're going to say search Google. And the icon is going to be an image with a system name. I believe there is a search icon. I could be making that up. We'll find out in just a moment. Looks like that's not the correct symbol. So we're going to open up SF symbols here. And we're going to find the search icon to drop right in there. So we get a nicer looking UI element. Let's search for search. And it looks like I wanted this one here, which is a magnifying glass, which makes a lot of sense. Let's copy that and drop that guy in right there. Control I to align all of our parentheses. And let's see, we have a label, but it's still not looking too great. So let's go ahead and give it a frame of, let's say, 250, 50, and alignment will be centered. I'm also going to go ahead and give it a background color of, let's say, color.blue. And we're going to give it a foreground color of white, just like that. We'll also go ahead and give it a corner radius of 8. And let's say we want this text here to be bolded. What we can do in the title view builder here is we could apply bold to it just like that. And we now have a much nicer looking element. And actually, I'm going to apply bold to this entire label. And let's see, looks like it's not letting me do that, which is not ideal. Let's apply it there. And let me also see if I can apply it to the image here so we can get a bit of a bolder image as well, because that'll look better. What we actually probably want here is a font. That's what I'm looking for. We want this to be font, and I'm going to go ahead and say system font with a size and weight. We'll stick with 22. This will be bold, and design will be default. And that way we'll get a nice bold search glass icon there. And that's basically it. If we go ahead and give this a run in our simulator, we can take a look at, we can tap on this, and it's going to go ahead and open up google.com, basically what you would expect it to do. So pretty simple to open up links from your app if you want to open it up in Safari. Those of you out there, my friends who are coming from UI kits, you know the pain of opening up links from UI kits where we had to say UI application shared open URL, all that goodness. You can also use links to deep link into other applications. So let's say you wanted to open up, I don't know, let's say you wanted to open up Instagram. You can go ahead and just change this URL to be something like the scheme to open up Instagram. So you would say Instagram : / / So that's basically links in a nutshell. If you enjoyed the video and haven't done so already, make sure you destroy the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're into iOS, Swift, SwiftUI. I post daily here. And definitely don't hesitate to leave a comment down below with any questions, video ideas, suggestions. If you just want to say hi, love hearing from you guys. Try to reply to every single comment within a few days. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.